Welcome to AmeenAcademy.com. In Fourier Transform, let us do some solving problem. Look at this example. Find the Fourier sine transform of f of x equal 1 over x. Look at here. By definition, we have f of s of f of x equal fs, then lambda, which is equal 2 over pi, the square root of 2 over pi f of x sine lambda x and dx. Therefore, f dash of s of lambda equal square root of 2 over pi integral 0 to infinity f of x is 1 over x sine lambda x dx, which gives 2 over pi, then that is 1 over x integral 0 to infinity 1 over x sine lambda x dx is 5 over 2, which is equal, this is reciprocal 2 over pi into pi by 2 square root, which gives square root of 5 over 2. Now, this is that is Fourier sine transform of f of x equal to 1 over x is square root of pi by 2. Second question, f of x equal 2 e power minus 3x plus 3 e power minus 2x. By definition, look at here, fs f of x, Fourier transform of f of x equal fs dash of lambda is equal to over pi, the square root of 2 over pi, integral 0 to infinity here. Which is equal square root of 2 over pi integral 0 to infinity of f of x sine delta x dx. Therefore, f of Fs by delta equal 2 over pi equal to 0 to infinity of the function f of x is given as 2 e power minus 3x plus 3 e power minus 2x sin lambda x into dx. Therefore, Fs of delta, sine transform of delta is equal, which is equal square root of 2 over pi integral 0 to infinity. We are splitting this for 2 e power minus 3x in sine delta x, 2 e power minus 3x sine delta x dx plus the second part is square root of 2 over pi 0 to infinity of 3 e power minus 2x sine lambda x dx. That is here that multiplies sine delta x for these two terms. So, which is given like, look at square root of 2 over pi is 2 e power minus 3x over minus 3x here put 9 plus, that is a square plus lambda square, 9 because 3 square is 9, 9 plus lambda square into minus 3 sine lambda x minus lambda cos lambda x is for the limit with 0 to infinity. Same for the second term is 2 over pi, the square root with 3, second part 3 e power minus 2x into sine delta x dx. Now we'll write the result here. For integral part of this one gives 3 e power minus 2x over 2 squared is 4 plus lambda square of minus 2 sine lambda x minus lambda cos lambda x with limit of 0 to infinity. Now we'll apply the limits. We get 2 over square root of 2 over pi. We are applying the limit 0 to infinity gives 0 plus 2 lambda over 9 plus lambda square plus square root of 2 over pi 0 plus 3 lambda over 4 plus lambda square, which finally the square root of 2 over lambda 2 over pi taken out, and collecting the terms we have 5 lambda squared. We're taking LCM 4 lambda square plus 9 lambda square is an LCM, that is gives 5 lambda cube. 5 lambda cube plus 35 lambda. That means, look at here 9 plus lambda squared plus 4 plus lambda squared is as denominator and cross multiply, which gives on simplification we have 9 plus lambda square into 4 plus lambda square is your we have the result of sine transform, Fourier sine transform of this function. Here, next question, Fourier cos transform of this function. Find the Fourier cosine transform of f of x equal to x when x is 0 to 1 and x is 1 to 2 and x is greater than 2. Now, by definition, we can write by definition of cos Fourier function, cos transform, we have f of c of f of x equal c of lambda equal square root of 2 over pi 0 to infinity f of x cos lambda x dx, which gives is equal square root of 2 over pi. It's a piecewise function. Here, for 0 to 1 limit is function is x here. So for integral 0 to 1 x f of x is x and cos lambda x dx plus now integral 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is 2 minus x. 1 to 2 2 minus x dx plus integral x is greater than 2 0 to then 0 to infinity because greater than 2 and 0 cos lambda x dx. So we split piecewise function and giving the result 2 over pi. Look at here. Then x cos delta x dx is sin delta x by lambda. That is, this function is uv function. By using uv function, minus 1 integral differential of x is 1 and minus cos of delta x over delta square. This is for the limit 0 to 1 plus, that is, second function is 2 minus x of sin delta x, then sin lambda x minus of minus 1 into minus cos delta x by lambda square. That is uv integration of these two parts with the limit of 1 to 2 plus third part this third part is 0 because this 0 into cos anything is 0. Now therefore simplifying and collecting square root of 2 over pi is common. We are using multiplication of this and giving the limits. Finally we have sin delta over delta plus cos delta over delta square minus 1 over delta square minus cos 2 delta over delta square minus sin delta over delta plus cos delta over delta. After giving the multiplication, giving the limit of these two limits here, 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, we have this much expression. Then final simplification, we have 2 over 5, 2 times cos delta minus cos 2 lambda, 2 lambda minus 1 over lambda squared is an LCM. So this is a final result for Fourier cosine transform of this function. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.